Hello, and welcome to Concilium Watch. This is Nathan, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up supports for the Infinity Weapon STLs from Monstrous Makings. The first thing you'll need to do is download two programs, CheetahBox and the Photon File Validator. So once you open up CheetahBox, the first thing you'll want to do is add in the file that you want to add supports to. In my case, I'm going to be using the Pano multi-rifle. When it first spawns in, you'll see that it's laying on its side like this. We're going to want to adjust that so that the supports are more on the bottom of the weapon rather than the side. To do that, I go into the rotation tool and adjust the x-axis by 90 degrees. After that, I rotate it around to a point where it's sort of at an angle, but not too far. This should make it so that any layer lines that appear will not be too obvious on the final print. After we've got this angle, it's time to start adding some supports. A lot of beginners might initially reach for the auto support feature, but as you can see, this adds a lot of extra unneeded supports that will only make your final print look worse. What we're going to do is add them manually. First, we need to rotate the view so we're looking at the bottom of our unsupported print. You can see these bright red spots everywhere. The brighter red spots are the ones we're looking for. When I'm working on these, I like to find a couple spots where I can add in some medium supports. These will provide some stability while printing. Next, I swap to the light supports. Infinity weapons are so small that light supports should be the main ones you end up using. I go in and find any spot that is hanging over the empty space. As you move your mouse cursor over the model, it'll show you a dark line that represents the layer lines. If you see these lines converge into a dark spot, you should probably add a support. Once you've reached a point where you feel the model is sufficiently supported, you can go ahead and slice and save your model. Don't worry, if you've missed anything, we'll be able to catch it in the next step. Open up the Photon File Validator and then open your CheetahBox file. As you can see, there were quite a few spots that we missed. Don't panic though, go ahead and click the Fix button. We can see here that most of these missed spots are actually quite small, only a few pixels in size. So just click the Start button and watch the validator do its magic. After that's done, we only have 2 layers to fix. You can click on these arrows to cycle through which layers still need fixing. If we go back to CheetahBox, we can drag on this scroll bar to the right to move through the file layer by layer. Once we get to layer 119, we can see the culprit. All we have to do is add another support. The next issue is on layer 273. This one might be a little more complicated. These spots are very small, so even our light supports end up causing more damage than I would like. So let's reslice and save our changes for now and go back to the Photon File Validator. Open the new file and rerun the Fix tool. We can see that we've fixed layer 119, but 273 still needs work. Since the part is so small, I don't mind just removing the pixels manually. Just click on the window near the red pixels. You'll be given a zoomed-in view. Right-click on the pixels you would like to remove. Once you're done, just save and print. What I will mention is that for high quality prints, it might be better to instead just adjust the angle of your print to see if there's a more optimal position to add supports from. That said, for this tutorial I wanted to showcase all the tools at your disposal. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on another episode of Concilium Watch.